don't try to intrude. Poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the usher. No, I can't touch it. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing Florida, falling up through the rubber. Remember this shit jump at the top. I was gonna get shot in the middle. Gotta stay hunting. Wide awake.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington football team. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Vikings nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And inside the 20 before his front. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington football team. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And He's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
3 on the play.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They still can't get it. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike, check.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carried.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brought down right back.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
7-yard line.
Hey, Mike 20. Here I come. There go Mike 20. Got you, boy.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Flushed out right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Mike 20. Exit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
And sack.
That's how you get fired up, baby. That's how you get fired up.
Washington going to send out their punter. We're scoreless after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Short of the goal line. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Vinatieri set to kick off.
Here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Falcons.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Here I come again. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. 65, 65.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. There go Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's get that ball. Mike 20, Mike 20. 3. Get this. Hey, Mike 20, Mike.
Looking deep for Julio. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And Washington has taken the lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes this Washington 14, Falcons 7. Adam Vinatieri.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Steps away to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Falcons.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Point after.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Did history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out right at the 35. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw again. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
35-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
6-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
A gain of 5.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to take off. Oh, no, he lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for a first down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner. I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. The gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Washington 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 49 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
20-yard line.
Sliding out of the pocket. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Flush to his right. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
A fumble on the play, recovered by Washington.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he is in for the touchdown with no time remaining. And Charles, we're a 2-point conversion away from overtime.
And that won't be easy.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
It's up and it's good, but it won't matter. The 7 is as close as they're going to get, and this game is over. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and sneak it, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Washington, 22.
And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.